right, so for starters, I just want to say thank you for doing this interview with me. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for asking me to do the interview.
Alrighty, so first things first, what exactly is your position and tell me what it consists of?
My position is general manager of the Planet Fitness located on Eisenhower Drive. However, I do have a hybrid role. I am the region's facility training manager, which means I pretty much train all the staff and make sure that all the clubs are following operation guidelines and all the staff in the other clubs are being trained properly as well.
Alrighty, and what exactly made you choose this profession?
Honestly, I moved from Middle Georgia in 2015 down here to Savannah, and I started school. Planet Fitness was the gym that I was using at the time while I was in school. It just so happens that I needed a job, so I inquired about it while I was in the club working out one day, and they had positions that were available, so I applied. Got hired on as a front desk member services rep, and so I didn't really have any ambitions to work in the fitness industry or the service industry, but that's just kind of where I ended up.
Alrighty, and how long have you been in this position, and about how long do you say it took you?
Well, so like I said, I've been working at Planet Fitness, 2016 is when I really got hired onto the position and actually started working. So about, I think we're rolling on about 3 years now.
All right.
What was the second question? Sorry.
So I'm just gonna go along to, I know you said this position wasn't planned.
Mm-hmm.
So since this position wasn't planned, what was your dream job?
Well, before this, that's a very interesting question. Before this, I was a police officer for about 5.5, 6 years. That at the time was my dream job, actually. So I did a lot with that. But when I moved down here to kind of continue school, I let that be kind of in the past. So now I'm actually working on my master's degree in clinical mental health counseling. So right now I'm working on a goal of becoming a therapist. So right now I suppose that's what I would say my dream job is now.
I could see that. All right, and if you could say a best or a worst part of the job that you're in now.
Well, I say the best part of working in this service industry is just the interactions with the members that we have. To kind of expound upon that from a manager's point of view, I think being able to interact, hire staff members, and get to know staff members, help them through whatever they need to do. We do a lot with hours with students and stuff like that. So being able to interact and get to know members, but also, kind of add into that with the staff as well. I think that's one of the really goods about my job.
Alrighty, and what could you say you gained from this job?
Well, I gained a lot of people person skills. You learn a lot about people and how to interact with people on their good and their bad days. I think working here with the amount of members that we talk to every day, which is a very large amount, so everybody has their good days and their bad days. So giving that experience, before I really kind of worked probably about 85% of my interactions with the public was on a bad day for somebody, right? So moving down here, the bad day the percentage lessened a lot. It got smaller. So now I'm able to interact with those people that are actually having good days, So being able to really gauge and judge different people's reactions, I think that's what's really helped me, or what I've really gained out of this job, honestly, yeah.
All right, and lastly, do you have any advice for anyone who wants to be in your shoes in the future?
Well, my shoe, I wear several different shoes. To be honest, look, to be in the service industry, first of all, you have to have like a certain personality. You have to want to be able to interact with people. You can't just want to work at Planet Fitness or any other service related business and not want to talk to people or not want to hear their problems or not want to hear maybe they're not problems. So it really takes a person that is a people person, right? You have to be able to come in, put a smile on every day, even though your day might not be bad. But you have to put a smile on because you want to make sure that you're giving somebody the best service possible. Now, we can go further to a management type role. Management is really a whole nother ball game because now you're having to keep up with people that are working for you. So for instance, here we have a lot of people that are in school, right? We have a lot of people. Everybody has their own life going on, right? So you have to be able to kind of bridge those gaps between work and life, and you don't want to be too what's the word? You don't want to act like you don't care, right? You want to care. I care, right? But you have to also be able to kind of bridge the gap between not caring and then the professional role, right? So that really lets you learn a lot about people, and being able to do that, and being able to help your staff out with maybe hours, right? Or help your staff out with needing to get some coverage or anything like that. You have to be organized. You have to be a people person here too. But even then, you have to understand that everybody has their own life, and talking especially about employees and stuff like that. So it takes a little bit of it's a learning curve. You have to learn it takes a little bit of experience. That's why, from me, I started, down at the bottom, and I worked myself way up. It wasn't easy because I was in school too. So I definitely was able to understand everybody's needs and as it pertained to school and stuff like that. So it just takes experience, getting to know people and learning how to, give out tasks and give out schedules and things like that, and understand that everybody has their own life that they have to deal with. And I think that's one of the best things that you could learn to become a manager.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much, Mr. James, aka the best boss ever. And I want to say thank you for doing this interview.
All right, thank you.